Hi, welcome to Julie's Yard and Garden. Today we're going to be talking about planting a simple triangular flower bed. First I got rid of all of the junk and weeds and pulled the tubing for my drip system to the side. Because I have mostly clay soil, I went ahead and added some topsoil and peat moss to the soil and went ahead and tilled it in. Usually I don't till, but when I was trying to get everything mixed up nice and evenly in this bed, I went ahead and used the tiller. After I got everything all evenly mixed in, I went ahead and added a Pre-Emergent so that the seeds that were dormant in the soil would not go ahead and sprout. I also added a critter repellent in order to keep the cats in the neighborhood away. And it's a good thing that I did both of those because it ended up being quite a while until I could get back to planting everything in the flower bed. Best laid plans. Try and get something finished in a day and it starts to rain. But that's okay. Lots of times these projects take a lot longer than you anticipate. For any flower bed you're going to be planting, you're going to want to take into account where it is going to be viewed from, how many sides it's going to be viewed from. For this particular triangular flower bed, it's going to be viewed from all three sides. So because of that, I decided to put my anchor plants, as I will call them, down the center of the flower bed instead of back to one side. The anchor plants in this flower bed are my perennial evergreens that I went ahead and planted. So mine is an extremely simple flower bed, and so I could have just put the bark chips in and left it with no other plants in the bed other than the shrubs. But I wanted to go ahead and give it a little bit more life, so I added just a few annuals. And one of the great benefits of adding annuals to a bed is that if you don't know exactly what perennials you want to put in right away, then you can use annuals to take up space and make the bed look really nice while you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want to put in there that will stay forever. It also makes it a little bit easier on the budget because usually annuals or plants that only last 1 year are less expensive than perennials. When you are purchasing your perennials, the size of the plant actually makes a difference on how much you are going to spend. For example, these are the exact same plant, but the one on the left only cost $10 and the one on the right cost $30. The difference in the size of these plants is approximately 2 to 3 years of growing time. So it's entirely up to you if you want to put in a more mature plant and not worry about it growing in, or if you'd rather put in a smaller plant and go ahead and give it time to just mature in place. It depends on what kind of look you want to have in your flower bed and what your budget is. Bark chips are always optional. I like to add them into my beds for several reasons. One of the reasons is because it helps keep the moisture in the soil. Another is because it does help deter cats and other animals from digging in the nice soft soil. And it can also help new seeds from going straight into your soil and sprouting. And if they do start to sprout, then usually they're a little bit easier to pull out. It can also give your flower bed a nice finished look. I hope you've learned something new today that you can use in your garden. Until next time, grow something you love and just have fun with it.